Right? Did you hear Kayla say something, right? It said, if I see you, okay, let me rewind it. I want you to listen closely to what Kayla just said right there. Kayla is the young lady, the brown skin, beautiful young lady down there, right? Listen to what she has to say really quickly. By the way, it's sign language too. Sign language is everywhere. That's how this platform started its momentum. So we might as well just use it, right? Let's go back a little bit.
Act the
I'm gonna say you fucking up.
Let me back up a little bit.
Comment section.
Act the
I'm gonna say
Wait, let's back it up a little bit.
you still cool with me. I give you a thumbs up, and then if I see your videos and I see you fuck up, guess what I'm gonna do in your comment section?
So he asked a rhetorical question. If I see you fucking up guess what I'm gonna do in your comment section, right? He's talking to this young lady who was a guest, Melanie, right? Melanie was a guest, and Melanie was another character on this particular live stream. I actually caught a little bit of it, right? She was called out for not holding women accountable. Unfortunately, later on in the stream, she ended up having to, I don't know if she fell under the pressure, but she tried to hold our fellow women accountable. And from my observation, it completely backfired. The only thing that was created from it was animosity and resentment between these ladies that don't even know each other. But all is fair, right? It's YouTube, right? No one is trying to, hopefully no one is trying to build their character from YouTube, right? But anyway, so after the conversation, I guess, or maybe before, I'm not sure what part of the live stream this is, right? And then he goes, they're basically asking her to hold the women accountable, right? So he's saying that I've seen your videos, and I see you trying to hold women accountable, but it's okay. And she kind of like backed up, like she didn't want to do that on this platform, right? So he's now telling her that I'm gonna hold you accountable. So if I see you fuck up, guess what I'm gonna do? I guess it's looking for answers like, oh, I'll check you, hold you accountable, right? You know that hold you. I guess it's trying to say that it was a rhetorical question. But guess what happens in real life? If your energy, because actually, a shout out to Chicago Gorilla, he actually tried to correct them earlier on that if you puff up and you talking like that to women, you're gonna attract certain type of energy. He actually went way over the rest of their heads. They didn't catch that. So here goes him trying to claim that he will remain in his masculine, which is misplaced masculinity, right? Not toxic, right? Doesn't exist, right? Bullshit. Toxic masculinity exists, okay? If another human being can receive it or perceive it as toxic masculinity, fuck your dictionary meaning. Then it becomes the truth, because that's how words evolve over time since the history of mankind. Hustle used to mean stealing. It's no longer stealing. So I don't give a fuck about your dictionary meaning, because very quickly right now, the likes of the lead attorney will come and say, words have meaning. Yeah, shut the fuck up. No, words meaning evolve over time, especially in how it is being used, right? Common sense says words have meaning. Wisdom says, wisdom, a function of time, experience, results, right? Says that words can change meaning. If people keep using it the same way over time, it becomes the truth. You know, we've seen it over and over again. And then when we push against that, we create unnecessary argument. I'm a little long-winded, but that's what we're here to do, right?
Act the
I'm gonna say you fucking up.
So I'm gonna say you fucking up. But did you see her respond with a sign language that act a fool? And she was rolling her eyes. If you put yourself in a space, you engage a young lady to the point where she starts to roll her eyes at you. Yeah, you may call it masculine, whatever you want to call it. You can label it whatever you want. Remember, we have the freedom to label it whatever we want. But let's focus on the results you're creating as a man. The kind of energy you attract from women, right? It's a function of yourself. It is what it is, especially within the context of marriage. especially within the context of any form of romantic relationship. I'll give you a pass. That this is YouTube. I guess anything fly. But you're gonna have to convince me that this is not how you behave in your personal relationships. You're gonna have to sell me on that. So Brianna says, yes, I agree. I've noticed that people think they are the same. Yeah. So let's keep playing. So you can see right there, instantly, even as he was trying to prove that he's not a simp, the young lady is giving him the result that no, actually, you are a weak man. Because results is exactly showcasing that. Does that mean she's not guilty of being masculine? No, that's just not, it doesn't mean she's not guilty. But is it about guilt? No, it's not about guilt. It's not about guilt. It's not about shame. It's not about condemnation. It's not about, what's the other word? It's not about faults. It's not about right or wrong. I'm just looking at the results you're creating in a social construct, right? When I'm not bragging. I'm sorry, I don't mean to brag, but if I enter any kind of room, there's a certain level of respect that I command. Typically, okay? Unless I don't read the room or I have a different agenda, okay? Sometimes I would enter a room to get some attention and kick against everything that's going on in there. It's called pattern interruption. It's part of marketing. I would do that sometimes intentionally. But again, I'm thinking long term. I'm not looking at the short term situation, right? That's all part of game, right? But typically when I enter a room, both men and women, they may not like me, they respect me. It's because I earned the respect. Okay? Now, if I engage like Brianna said, right? If I engage a person on an individual level, they may have chosen as a person to give me just bare minimum respect that cordial respect that you give anybody just because she's nice. Maybe some people will claim she's in her feminine, right? Or femininity, right? Maybe that, right? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about me, the way I move, me as an individual, holding myself accountable first before I start to try to hold other people accountable, right? The way I engage my power is my leverage point, my best leverage point is to focus on the guy in the mirror. Am I holding myself accountable? First, it's the way I move, especially if I consistently tend to attract the same